most important, most vital thing that's not often talked about is when you know you did something you shouldn't have done. You realize the consequence, but don't want to face it because you know what you did was not okay or wrong. But if you do realize it, what you did, whatever it may be, and you know the consequences and you face those consequences, then that shows that you're wanting change to become better. And it shows a heart of repentance. Um, and that is called accountability. You realize the wrong and acknowledge it. So, knowing the consequence, you accept it and face it. The prodigal son, for example, Luke 15:11 through 32, he basically set off and did his own thing, leaving home and his father, just leaving everything behind, doing what he wanted to do. He then realized his wrongs and decided to go back home to his father to seek forgiveness. His father was joyed. He was, you know, happy to see him again, him coming back. Um, he was lost. Now he was found. So, based off that example, we can be like the prodigal son sometimes, where we, set off and do our own thing and then do what we want to do, and eventually, you know, those thoughts of, oh man, like, why did I do this? Why did I do that? That kind of creeps in and, makes you realize your wrongs, makes you acknowledge your wrongs. It should go the same way with us and God, with you, realizing the mistake you made and knowing the consequences behind it and not facing it. It's something people often do, like little kids or my little brothers. Um, so how can we hold ourselves accountable? Or a better one is, how can you hold yourself accountable? That's what we're going to talk about today. I wrote down 2 steps, um, how you can hold yourself accountable. And one is community. Ecclesiastes 4:9 says, "Two are better than one because they have a good reward for their labor. For if they fall, one will lift up his companion. But woe to him who is alone when he falls, for he has no one to help him up." Be with someone, a friend or two, that can hold not only you, but each other accountable. Community is a very, very important, you know, thing to have. It's very vital. Um, you want to be around people, believers who strengthen you and can help you grow in your faith, and can help you stay close to God. Uh, yeah, and that's just very important because without community, without anybody to help you or lift you up when you've fallen, there's, I mean, that's not a good look, honestly. So you want to be around people, friends, um, like church members, whoever, that can really help you in your faith and can help you grow closer to Christ. Um, Accountability is vital in one's life. It'll help you grow spiritually, especially with people who help and make sure that you are where you're supposed to be in life and on your walk with Christ. Um, this is very important because without accountability, I mean, you'd be all over the place. You would be running them up. You know what I mean? So, step 2 is praying. 1 Thessalonians 5:17 says, "Pray without ceasing." Simply just says, "Pray without ceasing." Pray, pray, and pray. Like, prayer is Prayer is very, very powerful, very helpful on your walk with Christ. Um, and the more you pray, the more you'll slowly realize the changes. Um, changes in speech, behavior, the way you think. Doing those steps to hold yourself accountable can help you grow and learn in your walk with God. Again, prayer is powerful and is an access to God. You can talk to God anywhere, anytime. He listens, and He hears you. Um, so just know that whatever it is that you're struggling with, whatever it is that's hard to overcome, pray. The Lord hears you, and He will heal you. Um, and I want to talk a little bit more about that. When you fall short, don't run from the Lord. Don't hide yourself in darkness. Does that make sense? Yeah, you've fallen, you've messed up, but don't hide it. Don't try and you know, just sit in it. No, give it to the Lord. When you mess up and you realize the consequences, and you don't want to face those consequences, you want to hold yourself accountable. That's just going to make things worse for yourself, and it would cause a little damage to your relationship with God. So, definitely hold yourself accountable. Realize your wrongs, acknowledge those wrongs, and say, you know what, Lord, help me with this struggle, and I just give it all to you. Even though the consequences will be painful, you won't like them. I won't like them when I fall short. So it's better to just give it to God and face the consequences than not. Definitely don't want to hide your sin. You definitely don't want to hide your struggles from God. I mean, regardless, He knows. But question is, are you willing to give them to Him? Are you willing to lighten the load? If that makes sense. So those are just a few steps that will, help you along your walk with God. Join a community or be with friends that hold you accountable and can help you grow spiritually. And pray without ceasing. Prayer can also help you on your walk. Hold yourself accountable. Face the consequences. It's better to do that than sit around and wait for the consequence to build up. I really don't know who this is for, but if you come across this video, whoever you are, just know that this video is for you and that the Lord is speaking to you. Hold yourself accountable. I know it sucks. All right. Trust me, I know. But again, give it to God. Hold yourself accountable and face those consequences. So, yeah. I just thought I would share this. Again, whoever you are, this is definitely for you. So, and the Lord is reaching out to you right now, and He wants you to hold yourself accountable and give whatever it is that you're struggling with to Him, because He loves you and He cares about you, and your eternity. So, yeah. Hopefully, you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, please leave a like. And if you aren't subscribed, subscribe. And please turn on your post notifications if you haven't, so that you can be alerted every time I post a brand new video. So, yeah. Hopefully, you guys enjoy it. I love you guys. All right, go.
Thank you.